Hello and thanks for joining us. This is the Signature 30 Minutes. I am Obomman Marvelous. In the headlines, the Nigerian Army vows never again to be taken by surprise by insurgents. Resident doctors to begin indefinite strike on Thursday. Police arrest suspected kidnappers, recover weapons in Abuja. And now, the details. The era of insurgents taking the Nigerian military by surprise in the theaters of operation will soon be history as the Nigerian Army begins sophisticated training using the latest warfare software for troops and commanders on how to respond, swiftly react, and neutralize enemies in such situations. The Acting Director General, Land Forces Simulation Center, Nigeria, Brigadier General D.I. Salihu, said the software will build operational capacity for the Nigerian Army through simulation exercises. He made the statement at a training workshop on military simulation exercises in Abuja. Signature TV correspondent Marvelous Obomman was at the workshop and now reports. The Acting Director General, Land Forces Simulation Center, Nigeria, stated that the center was building operational capacity of troops through the application of softwares like MASA, SWORD, and VBS4, which are deployed in simulation training exercise. He noted that the training on attack scenarios and enemy surprise elements will help Nigerian Army commanders at tactical level take key operational decisions.
This training workshop seeks to help commanders at the tactical level take key operational decisions. It will be focusing on scenarios on training exercises in battle decision-making for the selected Nigerian Army formations. The purpose is to develop capacity of Nigerian Army personnel in the field of simulation that will enhance operational planning, which will lead to effective and efficient battle decision-making. We want to assure the two Army staff that the center is prepared, ever willing and ready for all tasks associated with building competencies of our maneuver forces through the application of simulation technologies.
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiro, who was the special guest of honor and represented by the Chief of Army Transformation and Innovation, Major General Bamidele Shafa, said that the simulation center was initiated because of the urgent need to deploy simulation technologies for capacity building. He said that the Land Forces Simulation Center was in a strategic partnership with other simulation organizations like Massa Group of France and Bohemia Interactive Simulations USA for technical support. Shafa, while pledging the Nigerian Army headquarters continuous support for the center, said that the headquarters has released the needed resources to complete the center's permanent site.
The establishment of Land Forces Simulation Center Nigeria was premised on the urgent need to extensively deploy simulation technologies for capacity building and force multiplication. It is therefore imperative for all participants to pay attention in order to derive maximum benefits from the training workshop, which is in tandem with the provision of continuous leadership development, being one of the pillars of my command philosophy. On my part, I will strive to support the center with the requisite wherewithal to make it a center of international repute.
He later inspected facilities at the center.
So you have to engage the flood.
The development of simulation software by Land Forces Simulation Center Nigeria has the potential to build the capacity of Nigerian troops for more effective responses to the surprises in the theater of operation, while providing them the tactical capacity to protect VIPs in areas that insurgents have tended to attack high government officials. Marvelous Obomman in Abuja for Signature TV. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors will embark on a nationwide strike from Thursday, its leaders have said. In a statement jointly signed by NARD President Dr. Iliwa Okihai-Soyi, its Secretary General Dr. Jerry Sogun, and its Publicity Social Secretary Dr. Dotun Osikoya, the union said the industrial action will be total and indefinite should the federal government fail to meet its demand. It explained that the decision to go on strike was taken at the Extraordinary National Executive Council of the Union, held on Saturday at the National Hospital in Abuja. During the meeting, attended by over 50 chapters of the association across the country, the doctors reviewed the earlier ultimatum given to the government and scheduled to expire on Wednesday. In the resolutions, the doctors called for the immediate payment of all salaries owed to all house officers, including March salaries before the end of March 31st, amongst other demands. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command has arrested 5 suspects at Kuje and Dakibu, who are all allegedly linked to the recent kidnappings at Key Village, Abuja. The suspects were arrested between Friday 26th and Sunday 28th March 2021 during coordinated intelligence operations by operatives from Dawaki Division and the command's anti-kidnapping squad. The all-male suspects, identified as Abdullahi Haruna Musa, Ilayasu Adamu, Michael Paul, and Salisu Abdullahi, confessed to supplying logistics to the kidnap syndicate operating in Key Village. 2 AK-47 rifles, 1 Bajaj motorcycle, and 30 rounds of live 7.62 ammunition were recovered from the suspects. A statement issued by the command's police public relations officer, ASP Yusuf Mariam, revealed that all effort is underway to arrest other members of the syndicate, after which all the suspects will be arraigned in court upon conclusion of investigation. President Muhammadu Buhari and his deputy Yemi Osinbajo on Monday virtually joined the 12th annual Bola Ahmed Tinubu colloquium at the State House, Abuja. President Muhammadu Buhari, who served as the chairman of the event, described this year's theme, "Our Common Bond, Our Commonwealth," as timely and important. On his path, the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, who could not attend the event physically because of bad weather, said the colloquium has helped solve many national issues and still continue to shape national discourse. The event, which held in Kano State, is the 12th edition and coincides with the 69th birthday of the national leader and former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission has announced the arrival of 255 Nigerians who were stranded in Saudi Arabia. NITCOM said the returnees arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, via Saudi Air flight at about 1 p.m. on Monday. The commission said the returnees, as part of the first batch, will proceed on quarantine at the Federal Capital Territory Hajj camp for 14 days in line with the revised COVID-19 protocols by the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19. Separatist agitation in Nigeria have continued to rise both in number and in the insistence by the agitators, from northern groups and political heavyweights who insist that the North will be comfortable with a divided Nigeria. The Yorubas, who are advocating for an Oduduwa Republic to the southeast, who want a Biafran nation of their own, the calls are not abating. But what are the ordinary Nigerians saying about these calls to divide Nigeria? Signature TV correspondent Chibezo Obi went to the streets of Abuja to get the views of ordinary Nigerians on these calls for self-determination.
Our leaders just they pack our money, so that this is the problem that we have in this country. My suggestion, I pray our country should remain one nation.
The green, white, green flag is one of the best flags in the whole world. Green, white, green. That is the Igbos, the Hausas, and the Yorubas. We are meant to stay together because what the Igbos doesn't have, Yorubas has it. What Hausa doesn't have, Igbo people have it. What Igbos have, Hausas doesn't have it. So we need to come together as one, to fight together as one, and be together as one.
There's no religion that supported separation. So I believe that we are all one. And God that brings us together in this country knows that we can live together.
I don't support Nigeria separate because Nigeria is already there, one Nigeria, one nation, we are united nation together. So anything that will come for Nigeria to separate, I am not support of it.
This country that is living one, what are we achieving? We are about 60 years in independence. What happened? Our leaders are not telling us the truth. If the country will be forward, let the country be shared now. Me, I'm not achieving anything. Rather, some other people are not achieving. Nigeria is blessed with many things, and our problem is leadership. And we are not going to forgive these people. They earn our resources, they loot our money, and they didn't allow us to remain in peace. We cannot forgive them.
If you're saying you should separate Nigeria, it means you are expecting Nigeria to fall. Divided we fall, united we stand.
Have issues of insecurity, they are complaining of marginalization and all of that. Those are issues that are very key to a united nation. We are all Nigerians. We are better the way we are. But these issues are pertinent issues.
There should be unity, that is one. Number two, food should be at a cheaper rate. Number three, there should be security in Nigeria. But in the absence of all these things, if Nigeria can go ahead and divide itself, and that should be the best, then it can go ahead and be divided.
When you look at it, you see that one part of the side is that it's very, very well patriotic for us to be separated, because for east side, if they can, Nigeria can be able to give them their own side, I myself will be more very, very happy.
The National Identity Management Commission has launched a new mobile web service application for linkage of the subscribers' identity model SIM with national identity numbers ahead of the April 9th deadline of the linkage to help improve the national identity number slips for public use. The launch was performed by Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Issa Pantami, through the Director General Chief Executive Officer of NIMC, Engineer Aliyu Aziz. The head of corporate communications of NIMC, Kayode Adegoke, said the NIMC app comes with improved national identification number slip for public use. The NIMC app offers a secure channel for Nigerians and legal residents to verify and authenticate their identities using their smartphones on the go. Adegoke explained in a statement, the NIMC app is available on the App Store for iOS users and Google Play Store for Android users. The improved NIMC slip can also be downloaded via http://dashboard.nimc.gov.ng. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has released new rules covering warehousing and collateral management to ensure vibrant commodities trading in a bid to ensure the nation has a vibrant commodities trading ecosystem, which would in turn translate into foreign exchange earnings for the country. According to the rule, every warehouse that stores commodities to be traded on a registered exchange must apply to be registered by the Commission. A statement issued on Sunday in Abuja and released to newsmen stipulated that the Commission must maintain a register of all registered warehouses. It noted that a warehouse applying for registration going by the rule must submit proof of ownership or registered lease, deed or rent agreement along with disclaimer from the owner of the warehouse, property dividing waiver of ownership regarding commodities stored in such warehouse, amongst other requirements. The rule further requires fidelity bond representing 20% of paid-up capital, sworn undertaking to keep proper records, and render returns, evidence of minimum paid-up capital of 50 million naira, as well as application for registration of a minimum of 2 sponsored individuals, one of whom shall be the Chief Executive Officer. The management of Kogi State Polytechnic Lokoja has banned end of examination celebration on its campuses with immediate effect to forestall breakdown of law and order in the institution. Dr. Salisu Ogbo Usman, director of the Polytechnic, who disclosed this in a statement on Sunday in Lokoja, said the management's decision was prompted by information about planned violent cult activities under the guise of celebration. Usman said that the ban was not an attempt to cut short the joy of law-abiding students of the institution, who had every reason to mark an important milestone in their lives. The rector noted that educational institutions across the country had considered the trend as not only worrisome, but dangerous, and had accordingly banned the practice at various times. And now moving over to the stock market report. After a 258.1 billion naira gain last week, trading began on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange on Monday with a 145 billion naira gain. All the market indices, the equity capitalization, the all-share index, the volume, value, and the total number of deals closed blue. The equity capitalization rose from 20.5 trillion naira to 20.66 trillion, a 145 billion naira gain. The all-share index similarly closed at 39,493.37 points from 39,216.2 points traded on Friday. The volume also rose from 250.9 million trade on Friday to 522.1 million shares on Monday. The value climbed to 10.65 billion naira from 2.79 billion. The gain was triggered by a rise in the share prices of capitalized stocks of financial sector, a 1 naira 35 kobo rise in the share price of Guaranty Trust Bank, which also traded over 230.37 million shares, valued at 7.38 billion naira, anchored the gain. Zenith Bank and Guaranty Trust Bank were the choice of investors as they recorded over 400 deals. Courtval Business Solution was the highest shares gainer. Its share price rose to 22 kobo from 20 kobo traded on Friday, a 10% gain. Other top gainers include Custodian and Allied PLC, Link Assurance PLC, and Cavatin Offshore Support Group PLC. On the loser side, Cornerstone Insurance PLC was on top, with Owando PLC, Floor Mills Nigeria, and PZ Cushions Nigeria PLC on the list. On the foreign scene, Czech Republic's wealthiest person, Petr Kellner, has died in a helicopter crash in Alaska, his spokesman Jikita Trakladlokova announced on Monday. He was aged 56 years. Mr. Kellner was part of a hell skyline excursion in Airbus B-3 helicopter when their chopper crashed near a glacier in Alaska, officials said on Sunday. He was killed alongside 5 other persons, including the chopper's pilot, Zach Russell, officials said. Kellner, who meticulously guarded his privacy, owned the financial telecommunications engineering and insurance PPF group, which employs 94,000 people worldwide. The group, with global assets worth 44 billion euros, comprises Home Credit International, the world's largest non-banking consumer lender, with extensive activities on the Chinese market. And now moving over to sports, Alex Iwobi will not be available for Nigeria's final 2021 African Cup of Nations qualifier against Lesotho after testing positive for COVID, officials said on Monday. Everton forward Iwobi tested positive before Sunday's 1-0 away win over Benin and traveled back to Nigeria with the rest of the squad on Sunday. The Eagles spokesman Babafemi Raji told newsmen that Iwobi has left the camp but was asymptomatic. Iwobi has scored twice during the qualifying campaign for the delayed Cup of Nations, which will be hosted by Cameroon in January next year. Nigeria's win over Benin guaranteed them top spot in Group L, although they had already qualified before kickoff thanks to a goalless draw between Lesotho and Sierra Leone. Gannett Rawls' side have 11 points from 5 matches and are 7 points ahead of third-place Sierra Leone, with the top 2 teams in the group qualifying for the tournament. Nigeria will host bottom side Lesotho in Lagos on Tuesday. Before we end the news, a recap of our major stories. Nigerian Army vows never again to be taken by surprise by insurgents. Resident doctors to begin indefinite strike on Thursday. Police arrest suspected kidnappers, recover weapons in Abuja. Please do well to stay safe, maintain physical and social distance, and wear your nose masks while going about your daily activities. And that's the signature 30 minutes on behalf of my producer, Damilola Abudu. I am Obomano Marvelous. Thanks for watching.